Eric Nelson's in for RJ, and I know there's some hoop players in the house at that charity event you're at.
We're doing some hooping. That's right, Jim King. I'm out here at the Richard Green Central Gymnasium. Some of the greatest high school players in Minnesota the past few years are on the floor behind me.
We're really talking about the inner city all-star game. How did that happen?
How did it all connect?
Yeah, how did that happen?
Well, I was part of the legacy, as a youngster that, played on the traveling team with Dr. Crowder Sr. And, he planted that seed basically, and it just came natural.
Mm-hmm.
It was a natural thing, for us to basically connect and get together and make this stuff happen for the youth.
We want to thank everybody for coming out, all the sponsors, United Negro College Fund, Minneapolis Spokesman, Saint Paul Recorder, Q Recording Studios, Minnesota Timberwolves, Sam Mitchell.
This is for a very good cause. They're awarding scholarships to the United Negro College Fund. 15 $1,000 scholarships will go out in the name of the players out here on the floor, or to the players themselves if they choose to go to a UNCF school. Now, there's a lot of heavyweights out here in the gym right now. And
this game was inspired by a lot of personal experience living in New York for a while that came out of the playgrounds, and personal experience just playing ball in general.
Got my man Tommy B. What's up, Tommy B? Chilling. What's up, Big Johnny? All right. Yo, why don't y'all send a shout out to some of the peoples out in Minneapolis real quick?
Oh, some of the people out in Minneapolis, to everybody in Minneapolis, coming straight from Tom Alone, straight out of Washington Heights, you know what I'm saying? The real ball players, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? So keep it real, keep it nice, and keep it New York, all right?
Yeah, what you got to say, big man?
Hey, yo, peace to everybody in Minneapolis, know what I'm saying? This is Jay Quest, know what I'm saying? My man Ralph and everybody on the ground, know what I'm saying? Peace.
This game is wide open, and it allows people who have not necessarily scored a lot or started on a given team to show what he or she can do.
Right, basically coming from the co-founder, his criteria is, look, if you don't showcase your skills, everything that you couldn't do, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
During the season, then you need to get out there and display that. I mean, all the tricks, everything you got, you know what I mean? Let it all out. You've been boxed in for 4 years, you know what I mean? This is your time to shine. I mean, we're setting the stage for you.
Yeah, this game is set up specifically around the creativity that we showcase as a people.
Now we're interviewing Derek Rubin. He's actually one of the founders of this event, and we want to find out what you thought about the game and just your thoughts on it.
Everything was a success. It was a little better than what we thought. Put a lot of hard work into it. We're glad it happened and it turned out good, and looking forward to next year.
Look forward to next year, class of 98. We're going to get this MVP presentation.
who do you like on this floor out there?
Well, I like everybody. I kind of know everybody that's out there, Like I said, it's a good group of young guys up there out here playing for a good cause. And, hopefully when they move on to the next level, they can succeed.
We are here with Khalid El-Amin. I guess you won the MVP Trophy Award. And last year you were a junior, so how did it feel to actually be able to play in the game this year?
It felt great. It's a tremendous honor to play in the 4th annual Inner City All-Star Classic. It's for a great cause, and I just feel really blessed to have an opportunity to play in it.
I think all the players that have played in this game, they appreciate.
Stacy Barrett, right? Did I say that right? Barrett, I'm sorry. Now, this is your first game. You're from out of town.
Yeah, I'm from Memphis.
And from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, how did you get to play in an Inner City All-Star Classic?
Well, I came down here in October, I was playing for the Velt. Ralph and Derek came to some of the games, They checked me out, and it was like, this kid got game. So they came up to me, it was like, we got the Inner City All-Star Classic coming up in June.
You enjoying yourself?
Well, they talented out here, representing Minnesota, word up.
So what do you think about this whole thing?
I think it's good to have the community come out and do something positive, because there'll be a lot of violence, and this showed that we can come out here and come together and act right.
This is a wonderful thing. Thank you. I'm a proud parent today.
I think this was a very nice attraction to get some kids to play who don't get a chance to get much exposure. To see them get a chance to get this kind of send-off within the end of their careers is a great move for them. For some of these kids, this is their last time they play in the community, and it's a nice way to go off to the next level, which is college, hopefully. But to see the community come out and support it like this, just fantastic. Next year, we'll take the Target Center and get a bigger place, because I heard we're turning people away outside before the halftime. So this shows how it's growing. It can only get better, and I think there's people in Minnesota need to learn about how inner city basketball is played. It's played like it is today.
Oh my God! Okay, that's the championship.
Me and Derek specifically went to school and had other life experiences or whatever that brought us back here to Minneapolis. And we were sitting down one day at Derek's mom's house in the living room, just chilling. Had the TV on, the cable station was running. It was an in-state, out-state game, and this particular year was especially special in basketball, at least here.
Yes.
Because two predominantly black teams at that time in AA and A was St. Agnes and AA was Minneapolis Washburn, won the state championship. So we're looking to see some representation, of course, you know, off of the little seniors that participated in those two winning teams. And at that time, Minneapolis Washburn, and particularly their starting five was all seniors, I believe. Yeah, pretty much.
Coverage of the 1994 Minnesota High School All-Star Boys Basketball Game.
Excellent player, now playing at St. Cloud State. The outstate comes a little bit bigger lineup. Be interesting to see how the Metro matches up.
Again, outstate in white, Metro in blue. Standard high school rules, 4 8-minute quarters. And we are underway with 1994 Minnesota High School All-Star Basketball.
So we're sitting back looking at the TV, and wow, we was just shocked. I mean, no city players.
No players from Washburn, no players from St. Agnes, no players from the city at all.
Basically.
Okay.
So we was just kicking it, just laid back, and we was like, wait a minute, hold on. You know what I'm saying? This isn't right. So I think it struck a chord in both of us, and being that we've always been connected to basketball anyway, you know, we just decided to be proactive with it, you know. So the energy was there, the spirit was there, and we just moved on.
Weight 80.7% from the line this year for Hopkins, the Class AA runner-up.
His coach, Kenny Novak, told me he's possibly the best shooter that Kenny's ever coached. There, I jinxed him. But he does get a nice rotation on the ball and gets the ball up high above his head and releases it real soft.
We're filming live from the basketball game, and right now we're here with Terrell Battle. He works for the Timberwolves. He's a community liaison.
I think it was a very exciting game. I think the whole day was very exciting because we gave all the inner city athletes a chance to express themselves through basketball, which is what we do best. I think it was very positive, it was very smooth, and Ralph and Derek did a very good job.
I think it was wonderful. It was really good to see the crowd. In fact, when we got here, there was no room available. So even though it was hard to get in, I was happy that people came out to support it.
We had a nice crowd. The crowd was beautiful. I mean, no problems. I mean, I'm like, yeah, this is what I like to see.
I think it turned out great. It was a great crowd that came out. Everybody at the Universal Parliament of Hip Hop needs to be recognized, and you guys did a wonderful job. It was our pleasure to be a sponsor this year. We're looking forward to doing it even bigger and better next year. And this is a great event to be a part of.
Now, I understand you helped with the theme song for the Inner City All-Star Classic. How did that come about?
It came about great. Ralph, Khalid, and Ozzy and some of the guys came in and wanted to work on a project with us at Q Recording Studios, and we loved having them in. It was a great time, and we put it together.
Hey, I thought it was live, you know what I'm saying? Coming to see my boys, support all the people that I hang with and play basketball with at the Y and stuff like that, and see them just do all kind of all-star kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
We are here with Tiffany Slimmons, and she is actually one of the sponsors of the game. She works for UNCF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we want to find out what you thought about the game.
It was great. It was hotter than crazy, but it was great. A lot of sponsors, a lot of people from the community came out, and UNCF was really, really happy to be a part of it. We gave $15,000 out, $1,000 to each player that wanted to take advantage of it, to go to a UNCF institution. If they don't want to take advantage of it, another individual from the community could use that, and so we will name that scholarship in the name of a player.
Well, one other thing is that the two young men that organized the game played for me when I was coaching high school ball. And one of the things that we always stressed at that particular time was that the profit come from academics and the profit come from stressing to do the things right. And one of the things that make me very proud is that these guys stayed focused. But the greatest thing is that they're giving back to their community and giving other kids the opportunity to make good for what they want to do. And this is the thing that makes me most proud, simply because from day one, now it's a packed house, more exposure, and hopefully that we can continue the process of putting on something like this, because as they say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
It's not only about basketball, but it's also about community building too. And with this particular game, what we see it as, and the vision of it, is not only to be a platform to recognize the outstanding talent as far as the graduating senior basketball players in the community, but also soon to be a vehicle to recognize maybe outstanding fathers in the community, outstanding academic achievements in the community, and things of that nature. Basically a community forum like you have here with the peers, with the youth, with their peers and their community members, just to recognize themselves, because that's important in any growing process, to be recognized for our achievements.
The second contest is the dunk contest, always a fan favorite here. There are 3 players from each team.
Received May 21st. Thanks. What up with you, man? Brother, I'm up early, man, on my way to the plantation, man, you know. And also in the area you talking about, man. I see you on the radio kicking it, man. You know what I mean? I'm about to go in that same environment, so I'm definitely feeling you, brother. You know? So, yeah, man. You know, just holler and see what's good, man. You know, I ain't seen you. I don't know what lane you on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what state you in, man, but you get it early in the morning, man, so hold tight, man, and you know, take care, man. Hope things is good with you, brother, man. Holler at me when you can, man.
Yo, Flex, let's just set it off with a bang, baby. It's been a long time. Yeah. We gon' set this off with the microphone being rock him. The rock on that flex on the face off. The side's going down, baby. Double dose of the flavor. What more can you ask for? Yo, come on. Follow procedures. The crowd couldn't wait to see this. The law's monotony. So far they can't stop me. You know, raw one property like Omar Gaddafi.
Hey, let's go. Yo, we back here, you know what I'm saying, live. My man Chris Rainey, one of the Inner City All-Star Classic finest players, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he came up here representing the Sugar Hill Classic, Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody think nobody had no skills, but he had to show him a little something. How you feel about that?
Hey, it's like, you know, you got to come out here, you got to handle your business. It ain't no BS, you know. Just went at him, handle my business, got me a little dunk, and was up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it.
Yo, I'm lounging with this brother Tony Taylor. Yeah, what's happening, brother Tony? How you doing? All right, peace, man. Yeah, you know, check it out. We at the battlegrounds right now. We was just kicking a little conversation about the history of the battlegrounds and your involvement. And why don't you let the viewing audience know a little something about that?
Okay, the battlegrounds was one of the first original parks that mostly all the premier basketball players came to at one particular time or another. And we had a lot of good games here, and Joe Hammond, a few Earl Manigault, Human Helicopter, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dean Meminger, Walt Clyde Frazier. It's a lot of people that came to this park at one time.
Yo, on the Inner City All-Star Classic side of things, you know what I'm saying? How you feel about that program as a whole, you know, for the shorties and all that around the way?
Well, with the politics that go on in Minnesota, you know, it's always going to be a few, you know, ballers that's left out of the state held all-star game. So, of course, you need one of them for the hood, you know what I'm saying? Keep the homeboys up so they, can go off to college with that nice confidence, you know what I'm saying, from the summer.
Now, you mentioned while we was talking earlier that this is the first year that the Battlegrounds is kicking off its tournaments again. What are some of the things that you see needed from the community and within the city, period, for as far as, doing more positive things like this within the community involving the kids and the youth and everything like that?
This tournament is put together by basically the kids this year. The kids just put their own teams together and they form their own little crew. But I've recently moved, and I had the tournament for 8 years, and it ran pretty well. And at one time, a guy named Reggie Wells, he gave me the torch, and he passed it on to me in '85. But by that time, I recognized a lot of things and stuff, and I understood a lot of patience with a tournament when you're bringing up a tournament today, But a lot of things happen, So you go into another phase of it, and then you try to pass the torch to somebody else, but they don't do so well, and then it fades out for a while.
It's definitely a lot of hard work involved that a lot of people don't really understand as far as organizing a tournament, gathering up a group of kids and having a successful showing to the community. It's definitely a hard work. And I'm sure the community appreciates the job that you've done throughout the years and everything like that. So I'll tell you what, since we right here lounging, why don't we just check out the game for a little while and we'll be back on the Underground Railroad. All right, G.B.A. Peace.
For the brothers with all the handles. Yo, for the brothers with the killer crossovers. The brothers who got mad hops. And for the brothers with the baggy shorts. The G.B.A. is coming to the gym for you. Get your spot in now. Peace.
Big ups to my man from the United Negro College Fund, Brother Greg Cunningham, taking care of business and everything like that. Yo, we're going to talk a little bit about basketball right now. Why don't you tell everybody, the viewing audience, about what the Universal Parliament is hip-hop is doing on the basketball courts as far as the G.B.A. And actually, I heard that y'all made a little bounce, city to city, ghetto to ghetto, taking care of business for a while. So why don't you give us a little G.B.A. update?
I see the tape recorder, can I grab it? No, you can't have it.
Operation T-shirt, baby.
I'm going to my media assassin, Harry Allen. I gotta ask him. Yo, Harry, you're a writer. Are we that tight?
Don't believe the hype.
It's all about Vegas right now. Trade show, convention center, G.B.A. is really doing big things right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Vegas whole G.B.A. style, you know what I'm saying? It's really going down in a major way. And then what we'll do is go into some G.B.A. footage. The G.B.A. was taking care of business in 3-on-3 tournament, if I'm not mistaken. So why don't you update the viewing audience on the G.B.A. and what's going down with that?
Yo, we got the G.B.A. popping off, you know what I'm saying? We got the men's league, 18 and up, for all those serious-minded ball players, you know what I'm saying? It's coming to you soon. We had some teams sponsored in the Hoop It Up tournament down at the Target Center parking lot, you know what I'm saying? We had 4 squads, everybody represented. You know what I'm saying? We took a bounce out east a little bit.
Live on location at my man Olaf Sports. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of uptown, like on 113th and Madison. So for y'all viewing audience out there, what's happening, Mr. Olaf? How you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing there, buddy?
All right. Yo, Mr. Olaf has been linked in with the Underground Railroad and the Inner City All-Star Classic. And we want to talk a little bit about the basketball scene right now. How do you feel about your involvement in helping New York City as far, and the broader audience as far as nationwide, expand on their uniforms and everything like that, and your impact that you've made within the inner city areas and a lot of places?
Well, in the inner city in New York, I'm a household name right now. Luckily, from all the involvement with the good brothers that I know, that give me the opportunity to be able to service them. We've been doing it now for 20 years, and the long basketball short I initiated in New York. That's now widespread all the way to Minneapolis. Right. So as you know, it's a great impact. and it's going to be an even larger impact in the near future.
Right.
You've been in the game for like about 20 years now, so you've been definitely involved in the knowledge, underground knowledge as far as the basketball scene, because I'm sure you've seen a lot of talented brothers.
Quite a few. The caliber of ball players from the past, myself and quite a few other brothers that know me, the caliber of ball player, it's changed just about nationwide. Years ago, we used to go to the hole
Right.
and then come back with that jump shot.
Uh-huh.
Now it's just fancy crossover dribble, laying it up, trying to dunk the ball every time.
You know about that new movie, right?
Yeah, we've done a small part in there to help them out with some uniforms and some printing and some numbering.
But also you was involved in the Above the Rim movie.
Above the rim, 100%. And every time I see that movie, those uniforms look better and better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We got a little bit of stuff popping off for this fall into the winter, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a little update on the G.B.A, so you'll be hearing a little bit more coming up soon.
Now, for people out there in the viewing audience, and they think about G.B.A and everything like that, why don't you break that down to everybody? What does G.B.A stand for?
Ghetto Basketball Association, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's going down. It's going to stay that way. It's for the people, you know what I'm saying, in the inner city, to display your skills. We're going to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it's going down.
Check it out. Why don't we do this? Why don't we give them a little bit of G.B.A interview with you on location downtown for the 3-on-3 tournament.
G.B.A All-Star footage, Hoop It Up tournament footage, Universal Parliament of Hip Hop, Underground Railroad 97. Yo, what's up? We live back on the video show. We got my man John Baker, my man Jamal Guy, Nevin Taylor, you know what I'm saying, Big Andre Thompson. Here with my man Jason Collins, you know what I'm saying, representing G.B.A, competitive. My man Tex, representing G.B.A, you know what I'm saying, Division I, Top Gun. We had 2 victories today. How you feel about today's games?
It was real easy. We slid right through. No competition whatsoever.
Y'all want to play some more games?
Yeah, we do. You need a higher division next year or something, because we just walked through this one.
I'm feeling good about this, man. I think we 3-0 right now. With my team looking in all, me, Calvin Hill, Ozlock, I think we can hold it down, bring it home. Keep it in, with the G.B.A, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, I just think that the G.B.A is just undermatched, period. Representing just this whole thing. That's all you see is G.B.A here. It don't make no sense how the competition was. They should take it to another level next year, seriously.
Yeah, you asked me, I think it was a warm-up game.
It's all good. We played real good. Everybody played together.
The next game at 10:30, we got one at 11:30, and then we got the championship at 12:30.
Number 1 champs, y'all throw y'all's trophies up real quick.
Command and study your lesson. The teacher's about to start testing, but instead of a number 2 pencil to pen, spring a 90-minute blank, get 2 records to spin. Make a tape, you can blend, scratch bottom line. We gonna separate the men from the cats and fake jack. You out of time, leave all cassettes on my desk, and on the next we will see who passes the test. Class is over. That's straight, baby, the face off, do our fuck, make mistakes. One time for the whole band squad, understand us, you know what I mean? Time to bounce. Goes out to all my niggas locked down.
The guard just holding it down on the east side of things, maintaining, you know what I mean? This is Majestic coming at you, cooling with my man Lil C and my man Big DX, you know what I'm saying? Straight out the group home. If you don't know, act like you know. Can't forget my man Ralph. We go way back like Cadillac seats, dog. What the dilly, my nigga? All right? We just over here chilling, uptown Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Laying low, just vibing, you know what I'm saying? With my man C-Dog. Balling and handling, you know what I'm saying? Balling and shot calling, you understand what I mean? Nigga laying it down flat on the line, how we get down. No diggity. So, yo, peace out to Minneapolis, West Coast, East Coast. It's all good. We all fam. We out here trying to live and trying to survive. So, yo, peace out. Peace to all the guards. Peace to Big Unique. My man Pork, Slop, Dog, Pig, the whole clique. Yo, I'm out. It's like that. Peace.
What's the line? Okay. Yo, what's up? This is D-Bird coming back at you, the voice of the G.B.A. We got the first annual summer basketball tournament held at the outdoor courts in North Commons Parks. That's 1801 James Avenue, North Minneapolis. It's going to be sponsored by the Inner City All-Star Sports Promotion Insight News Group. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 29th, 30th, and 31st. For more information, get back at us at the G.B.A. hotline is 763-443-1850 or Insight News at 612-588-1313.
The winner of the three-point contest is Jared Nunes. Give it up for him, Jared Nunes, winner of the three-point contest.
Tonight was the last time you'll ever see Khalid El-Amin play in high school. He is on his way to Connecticut, but playing in the annual Inner City Classic. Look at that move. Very nice. The fourth annual Inner City All-Star Classic was played, and Khalid El-Amin, the former North Star and future UConn Connecticut Husky, dropped in two there.
A lot of these kids, their best basketball is definitely going to be ahead of them. They're also, gifted athletically right now. That it's just when they learn the game a little better, they'll become a lot better players.
Now, one of St. Paul's better players is DeMar Suggs. He's out of Johnson. This is polar power here. Ozzie Lockhart from North. That is why Timberwolf Chris Carr was one of the coaches. Cannot coach this, though. El-Amin dishes to Henry's Calvin Hill for the slam.
The winner of the slam dunk contest is, you know him, Calvin Hill, the man with the energy boosters. Give it up for Calvin Hill.
2 dozen of Minnesota's best high school boys basketball players have gathered in St. Cloud.
We're sitting back looking at the TV, and wow, we was just shocked. I mean, no city players.
No players from Washburn, no players from St. Agnes, no players from the city at all.
Basically.
What's it like, the whole experience for the players and the coaches?
Well, it's really a lot of fun, and it's a great honor to coach, and it's a great honor to play. And I think the kids have a great experience getting to know players from around the state, getting to know the outstate team, and then playing in a couple of great basketball games.
It's not only about basketball, but it's also about community building too. And with this particular game, what we see it as, and the vision of it, is not only to be a platform to recognize the outstanding talent as far as the graduating senior basketball players in the community, but also soon to be a vehicle to recognize maybe outstanding fathers in the community, outstanding academic achievements in the community, and things of that nature. Basically a community forum like you have here with the peers, with the youth, with their peers and their community members, just to recognize themselves, because that's important in any growing process, to be recognized for our achievements.
Good crowd here tonight. We've been doing the All-Star Game for several years now. I think this is the biggest crowd I've seen at St. Cloud State anyway. We will take a quick break, be back with the starting lineups in the opening tap of tonight's game of All-Star Basketball in a moment. Stay with us.
We was just kicking it, just laid back, and we was like, wait a minute, hold on, you know what I'm saying, this isn't right. So I think it struck a chord in both of us, and, we just decided to be proactive with it.
Everything was a success, put a lot of hard work into it. We're glad it happened and it turned out good, and looking forward to next year.
Yes, y'all. We kicks the truth, and we here to represent B.A with the youth. Well, for 5 years I done put in my bid. I be the #1 poker, El-Amin Khalid.
Got dreams of being a legend, plus rolling the act. On June 22nd, yeah, you know where it's at. Ass Central Gym, crossing opponents like Tim.
Check it out, y'all. Yeah, South Side, and you don't stop. North Side, and you don't stop.